Here with Dillon Jones. So for those who don't know you, just kind of talk about your basketball journey, got you get started, and how did you get to where you're at today?
My name is Dillon Jones, from Columbia, South Carolina, born and raised. And I've been playing basketball since as long as I can remember. Come from a basketball family. I got an older brother that plays now in Germany. He's kind of been the guy I've looked up to my whole life, and I kind of just wanted to do whatever he was doing. And he was playing basketball as a kid, and I was always just in the gym with him. I guess that's where my love from it grew. And I just always been around basketball just because of him for the most part. My mom's in basketball, and I got a twin sister as well. She won a state championship at Keenan High School, so just been around basketball family, so.
Okay, you taking your brother one-on-one now, or what's that like?
We haven't played in a while because of our schedules. He be sometimes coming over in the summer, but it's hard to really get in the gym with him a lot because his overseas schedule. But I can't remember the last time we actually played. He might have won, he might have got me, but he's a really good player.
What's him being a professional and stuff? What's some advice he's kind of shared with you over the years?
Biggest thing he's told me is he would always tell me I would wish I had people telling me the things I'm telling you, and basically that just means that being the fact that he's been through it, he's already went through it, kind of going through trial and error. So he's kind of just instilling in me the things that he's learned through his own trial and error. This is how you move about certain things. Helps me with my decisions. Maybe you make this decision because of this. He's not crippling all his decisions and all his mistakes or whatever he's made on me like that, but just giving me guidance and stuff and just keeping me in the right path. It's easy to look up to somebody that's been through it, you know what I mean? I would be a fool if I didn't look up to him, He's done everything that I'm trying to do, so I'm grateful for him, I'm thankful for him, and if I wouldn't be here today without him, honestly.
Gotcha, yeah, I love that. Getting into Weber State, this is kind of your third year here on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about what you've learned and how your game has developed since being in the program.
I've learned a lot, and I mean, I can remember coming in as a freshman, trying to do too much with the ball, and my coaches just telling me just be simple, always hit the single, you don't got to make the home run play. That's the biggest thing I feel I learned here. Like any other high school player coming in, you think you got to dribble and do all of this, but they kind of made my game so much simpler. Especially being a freshman, I had to learn just make the right play. You don't gotta try to make the skip pass. Maybe you can just make the quick one more swing, or maybe get here and play off 2 feet. They instilled a lot of things in me, and I think the biggest thing was just playing simple. But it's been I've gotten better here because of the player development aspect here. We take it serious. I came in here, I made 4 threes my freshman year, and I had a game last year where I made 5, it's just, that goes to show, obviously I put the time and work in, but I'm grateful to have the coaches around me that not only care enough to work me out and put me through things, but they know what they're talking about, obviously, because I've seen it in my results. Being here has been a great journey. I'm thankful that I found this place. If I had to do it all over again, I would pick here again, and I'm just thankful that, the way the coaches treat me now is the same way they treated me when they recruited me, it hasn't been no switch up. I'm just thankful that they seen something in me, or seen, my love and drive for the game, and just letting me, be me, kinda, I have a unique game, people, when I was coming out of high school, people didn't know what position I was, people didn't think I could shoot, all of this stuff, and they kind of seen it through, they kind of just stayed with me and just, seen it all through, so I'm thankful for meeting these people, that's the biggest thing is, this school, this big gym we're in, everything, all the weight room and stuff, that's cool, but, I'm around really good people, and I think that's, and especially in college basketball, that you can't overlook that, so I'm just thankful for the people I've been around since I've been here.
Getting into your game a little bit, just talk about it. What are some of your strengths?
I think my biggest strength is my versatility. I think I'm the most versatile player like wherever you can find them. But I think the main thing like I do that like it's not a stat thing. I think I make the people around me better. Like it's a lot of things like people, like if you don't watch the game, you might not see my biggest impact. You know, me, you know, talking to somebody and letting them know something here, or, you know, being able to just get people going and, you know, making my teammates 10% better. You know, that's the main thing my coach has been on me this year. Is like you got to make everybody around you better. I think that's the biggest thing that's what my game is. I make everybody around me better. But if you talk about my skill set and stuff, I think I'm just as versatile as they come. Obviously, I'm not a selfish player at all. I pride myself on, you know, being able to make the right play whenever it's required of me. You know, I'm not ever coming in games thinking like, oh, I'm about to get 40 tonight. You know, I just play the game, you know. But yeah, I think I'm versatile. And the fact that I was able to develop my jump shot like it has been, I think that it makes me so dangerous, you know what I mean? Just because I'm able to, like people, the way they used to guard me, they used to just kind of think they could just play off me. They just live with the jumper, but now you can't do that. So it opens up a lot of my game, and I'm just, you know, thankful for it.
What would you say is kind of like, if you had to condense that down, what would be your most bankable skill at a professional level?
Well, I think, especially professionally, the biggest thing like all these teams want is versatility. Like anytime I'm on the floor, I can be switchable. I can guard any position. And I think basically what I'm saying is my IQ for the game will like really stand out. Like right now I'm in a position where I have to do a lot with the ball offensively, and my offensive IQ is on display. But I think a lot of things people don't know about me is my defensive IQ and like my ability to make like winning plays and like get a steal when I need it or get a charge. So I would say my biggest pro swings like skill set would be my versatility and my IQ for the game. Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. What about some improvement areas you're working on?
Jump shot. And I'm just steady harping on it. Like after my first year, my coaches was like just make it go in, like just keep, because I work hard, I get my reps in. It's just, you know, it's just about time. And then they gave me the confidence to shoot, and I ended up making, I don't know how many threes I made last year. So then this summer, everybody was like, well, just get it quicker now. And I think I accomplished that goal. Like I'm able to get it off whenever I can. Last year I had to be like wide open swings and I could shoot it in. But now it's like, if you're not there, I'm making it. So that's the biggest thing I'm working on is my jump shot. And yeah, I think that was really the only hole in my game, especially like when you see it translate to the pros and all these guys now. I think that was my biggest thing, so I'm still just gonna keep working on it.
You know, participated in Damian Lillard's Formula Zero camp over the summer. You know, talk about that experience. What are some things that you took away from that?
I think I took away, I tell people I learned more off the court than on the court. Like, people talk about, like, Dame, and he says it, like, he's not the tallest, he's not the most athletic, you know, it's people that can do stuff way better than him, but he's gotten there based on his mindset, like, using everything as fuel, how to approach games. And the biggest thing is having people around you to hold you accountable to that standard. That's the biggest thing I feel like I learned. And you can adjust to it because you see, like, he's a great player, and like you can see literally what he's talking about. Like, he's not he can't jump the heights and all that stuff. His mindset is just crazy, and it was crazy being around it, seeing how he ticks, what gets him going. But the biggest thing, and he talked to me, and it's just about having people around you to hold you to that standard that you believe that you should be at, but also have the people around you to push you and make sure you don't slack off, and have those people around you and stand accountable on you. That's the biggest thing I learned. And obviously, you know, with Coach Beckner, the skill stuff on the court was good, and playing in front of the scouts was fun. But, like, I mean, I can't deny that off the court stuff we learned and the skill stuff and all our great coaches we had there. So it was good.
How much confidence, you know, because you went up against some of the top players in the country, both in high school and in college, but, you know, how is that, you know, giving you confidence in coming into this season and so on?
It actually gave me a lot of confidence. Like, when I was going there, the biggest thing I wanted to see is like, because I know I can guard people on this level, but I want to see if I could, like, first of all, if my game translates playing with how all these people that they, you know, claim is this good or whatever. I'm not taking anything from anybody, but It was like a good test for me because it's been a while, you know. Obviously I played Adidas circuit my whole life, so that was a good test, but being there, this was like my first one in a while. And going there, was the main thing I was wanting to see was, could I like guard somebody on that level? Because I know if I'm fortunate enough to be grateful enough to get a chance playing professionally, I know like that's going to be a big thing for me is guarding people. And I think that gave me a lot of confidence being there, because I think when I went there, like I wasn't like a fish, or what I call it. Like I was able to guard these players. I was switching everything. I was able to guard my man. I was able to actually stay with him, you know. So I think that gave me the biggest confidence out of anything, because I know if I ever get a chance, that's going to be a big part of it. Yeah, so I was able to score and do all of that stuff, but that was the biggest test I wanted to see with myself is, could I guard those players, and I think I could. So.
Any players that kind of you would compare yourself to, or guys that you like to study, watch film on? I compare myself a lot to like David Roddy, like bigger body guy, but he's as versatile as they come. Like he can give it to you any way he wants. But at the same time, I think I play a lot like Draymond as well, because like I love Draymond's IQ about the game. Like he ain't touching the top of the backboard, and he ain't doing all these things, but like he know how to get Steph open. He know how to get him the ball. He's always where he needs to be on defense. He's great positionally. Like that's where I think I got a little mix of those guys, kinda. You know, David Roddy with his size and his build, and he's as versatile as they come. And Draymond because of his IQ for the game. I think just how he like puts it on display every night, and just he's so selfless. You know, he's trying to get Steph the ball because Steph's the greatest shooter. Like I could see myself being in that position. Like if I play with, I don't know, Dame or somebody, like I would feel like I don't need to shoot as much. Let me get this guy the ball. It's just having that selflessness and that IQ. That's why I think Draymond as well. So that's the players I compare myself to. I watch a lot of like Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, just because they're like really creative. That's the guys I really watch. But yeah, those guys I compare myself a lot to. You know, you touched on earlier how the coaches here kind of push you to be a leader and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Notice today, you know, you're not afraid to get on teammates and stuff like that, directing guys. Just talk about your leadership style and how you grow that way.
Well, like my coaches has helped me with that. Like, I used to be a really ebb and flow guy. Like, I used to be like, I could not change up, but I could be like very like good one day and like maybe down a little days. And my coaches has been on me because they know I can't. The position I'm in, and a part of it is me getting older as well. But just being able to hold me to that standard and show me that, like, you know, like maybe like, so if someone didn't catch his pass, maybe if I go over there and say, you know, let's go, next one, like you got it. Maybe he might catch the next one, you know what I mean? Like instead of, oh man, like this guy didn't catch it, you know, like this is just about how you deliver things. And a big thing is like they told me like, don't be a fake leader. And Dame told me that as well. Like don't be the guy that's like in the gym yelling 24/7, like yeah, let's go. You know, you don't want to do that. That's not real leadership. Real leadership is like being able to talk to somebody and be like, yo, like if I'm talking to a freshman that isn't playing in my position, but be like, yo, you see when I did that right there? Like when you get your chance, like you might be able to, that's real leadership. And that's what my coach has been on me about. Like, that's how you got to do it. Like you don't got to be in here yelling to the top of your lungs and trying to like put off these vibes that you like this big hoorah guy. Like you don't have to do that, but like just be genuine in your message and just know what you're talking about. And if you're genuine, and like if you tell a guy like, yo, be in the corner waiting, like I got you, I see you. And then you come down and you hit him in the pass and you be like, see, I told you, like I told you. That's leadership, you know what I mean? And my coaches have been on me because we started out really bad and it was like, you gotta get better as a leader. Like you gotta make the people 10% better. You gotta stay on people. You gotta, you know, just be ready to tell people like, you know, let's go. Just to keep people on edge. And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from being around my coaches. But credit to them, they don't just let me just walk around and just think I'm Dillon Jones and I could just do what I want, you know what I mean? They hold me to that standard. I'm thankful for them.
If you had one hashtag to describe yourself, what would that hashtag be and why?
Hashtag, I would say the hashtag I would give myself is serious. Like I'm not like playing around with my opportunities or like anything I'm doing. Like I'm as serious as they come. Like, and like every team I've been on, like they've called me like Coach Jones. Like they call me that just because like sometimes I wear my coach's hat too much because I like always am like, what are we doing like to get better? Like, and I'm always on myself. Like I'm my biggest critic. You know, I think the biggest hashtag I give myself is serious. Like I'm not playing around my opportunity because I'm in a position not only to help me but help my family. You know, and that means more to me than anything. You know, so I would say serious because, you know, like I said, I'm not playing around my opportunity. And I know how serious this game is, and I know, you know, how hard I work for it to be in this position. So.
Yeah, I guess kind of on that note, like what really drives you to be so serious, or you know, to work so super hard? Like what motivates you that way?
Just like I guess the things I've seen and like where I'm from isn't like the sweetest place. Like you could just like a lot of I know a lot of people myself. Like I played with in high school and all of this stuff. Like literally chose this road instead of this one. And I'm grateful. Like I chose the right road, but like that's what drives me. You know, because I just see like there's so many people where I'm from that I feel like could be so good, but like they just chose the wrong way. So that's a big part of it. But another part is like. I just care about the people around me more than myself, you know. You know, I'm from a single parent home, so my mom and everybody, like, we've been through a lot, you know. And I've always been like when I was coming to college, like, I knew how important it was to pick the right school. Like, so when I was in my position, I was looking up coaches. I was hitting up players about like, yo, who's this coach? I'm hitting up players that's transferring. Like, yo, like, tell me about this coach. Like, just be real with me. Like, I went the extra mile to know, like, what I'm trying to get myself into. Because I know how important, you know, my situation is and how I'm doing things and how it affects not only me, but it affects the people around me. So that's kind of what drives me, you know, the people around me. Because, you know, we've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, you know. I don't look like what I've been through, you know what I mean? But I don't sit here and, like, walk around and be emotional about it. But I just know how important it is, and I'm here, and I'm grateful. And I tell people all the time, like, so many people hope to get their college decision right, and hope to be in good positions, and hope to be blessed with this talent and stuff. And you know, God chose me, so I'd be a fool if I don't like take advantage of every opportunity, you know. So that's kind of what drives me.
Yeah, I love that. And we'll wrap it up with this, but you know, I know you're graduating school early. But you know, ideally 5 years from now, you know, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, hopefully, I'm on an NBA team in the playoffs, switching on the Luka or somebody, switching on the Tatum, trying to get a stop. You know, bite my jersey. You know, getting some Gatorade from being exhausted. Something. If I see myself in 5 years, hopefully is, you know, like I say, playing the NBA. That's like everything I've done up to this point has been because I want to reach that goal. Like, it's nothing I want more. Like it would be hard for me to like search and find things that I would want more than to accomplish that goal. So that'd be the biggest thing I say I'll be doing in 5 years. Giving back. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest reason I want to make it, is because I want to give back, show people the way. So yeah, that's why I see myself in 5 years.
Awesome, man. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, for sure.